Hello and welcome to a Not So Awesome Review, and today we are looking at the Figma number 342 Atlas from Portal 2. And I gotta say, I'm really liking this figure. The more and more I mess with it, the more I like it, though. It does feel, I'm just gonna say it right now, it does feel a little cheap. He's really light, um, really thin pieces, like the arms and legs just feel really thin. And I don't know, something about the white not having any kind of shading panel lining going on. It has the lines, but no, like, you know, detail on the panel lining does give it a little bit of a cheap feel, but I'm gonna say right now, I really do like this figure. Now, excuse my voice because I am kind of sick, so I'm gonna try and run through this review as fast as I can. So, first of all, quick look at the box. You can see that it does, it's a nice looking box, a little plain in the front, but not bad at all. He does come with a few accessories. I kind of wish came with some more, maybe a companion cube or a turret. Instead, he comes with a total of 3 pairs of hands, some fists, some open hands, and 2 gun-holding hands. He does come with his blue portal gun, instruction manual, Figma bag, stand, and an extra, I want to say it's a wrist peg. I'm not 100% sure. And the reason that is, I don't know if Figma's changed things up since the last time I bought a figure, but as you can see here, the peg is not on the actual hand this time. The peg is actually permanently on the figure. And I'm saying permanently, even though I think that extra piece is for the wrist, just by judging the size of it compared to the arms and the elbow joints. I'm pretty sure that's what it is. But yeah, you can see here he can stand on his own pretty good. He does have decent range and articulation. Don't really need to stand for him. But yeah, if you want to take a quick look at the figure, he does look pretty good. I'm not gonna lie. The detail on him is really nice. All the sculpt work is really nice. The gun, especially, looks really nice. I will say the gray, if I don't know, it feels a little cheap. And like I said, the white feels a little cheap without having any darkened lines in there. But aside from that, I really am liking this figure. And there he goes falling over, kind of trying to not prove my point that he can stand, but he can. So a few things to note before we get started is that the eyeball head centerpiece, Atlas himself can come off of his body, and he does have this antenna here that is flexible, and in the instructions tells you be careful because you do not want to break this. Obviously, that would suck, so be careful with that. Uh, it's flexible, so it won't break super easy, but I can definitely see breaking, so definitely be careful with that. His left arm for me does pop off a lot, but it's not loose. So I want to mention that before we get too far into this. And the gun, as you can see, it looks really nice. The blue on it looks really nice and everything. And as you probably just saw, the handle does come off, so you stick, see if I can bring this closer, you stick the handle through the hand right there, and then plug it back into the gun. Whoop. And do I have it lined up? Yeah, there we go. And there he goes. He has his portal gun attached to him. Yeah, pretty nice figure. Like I said, for some reason, this, specifically this arm likes to pop off up here. And don't know why. It's not like it's loose or anything, but it does happen. His arms, let's run through the articulations. His arms can move up this high. He does have a elbow bend right there that can go in that far. He can rotate his arm all the way around, in case you're wondering. And the wrist peg, like I said, is on the figure itself instead of on the hand. And it can move. Let's actually move that down. It can move. If we can focus here. But it's a little stiff, especially when you first get it. It's loosened up a little bit, but not too much. Just lift it up into like an L shape and then rotate it and then pull it back out, because if you're trying to rotate it like that, it's just not going to work and you're going to risk breaking it. I feel like. So rotate it upwards and then give it a turn so you can get your either hinge going up and down or side to side, which is what I had to do so that I can kind of get his open palm going up and down. I don't know, I'm not really a big fan of the hinges being on there. I know most figure companies do it like that, but one thing I liked about the other Figmas is the fact that, the hand breaks, the peg isn't on the hand. You're not totally without an extra hand because you could just plug another one in. It has its own, and that's actually happened to me before, so I'm assuming it has something to do with the size of his hand, or maybe it's a new thing. Like I said, I haven't bought in a Figma in a while, but I'm hoping it's just on this figure itself. So, anyways, the legs can move out about that far. They can move in about that far. He does have a single jointed knee that does really good, and I really like the wire going around here. That's just hanging there. It's a nice extra detail. He does have a little bit of rotation in the leg. He can move it up and move it back a pretty good amount, and the toe does move a little bit separately. You can kind of see there, and it does have a little bit of a pivot, but not too much on the toe. The actual foot itself, not so much. So really quick before I finish here, I did fail to mention, like I said, I'm sick, so kind of winging it here more than usual anyway. But he does have a swivel at the leg right there, and a swivel at the arm for a lot more motion. Just wanted to add that in there before I finish up and start editing this. But yeah, there you go. And this little piece right here is, it moves, it pops up, it pops off, I should say. And yeah, his eyelid can close, as you just saw right there. So you can close his eye all the way, get it open just a little bit, give him a little bit of an attitude. You want to rotate the eye. Well, not the whole thing, but just the eye. Make him look that way. Give him a little bit of an attitude. Like he's a little bit angry at you. Like what you do right there. I think that's actually really cool. I wish there was an easier way to move it instead of just sticking your hand in there. But I do really like that, and I really like that, this just moves up and down. So I think that's awesome, and as you saw right now, his eyeball does move side to side, and it can move down a really good amount, but it can't really move up pretty much at all. And it does pop off. It shows you instructions, kind of push on the back, which is a little scary the first time I did it because this antenna is right there, but you can see he does pop off the little thing right there, so that's pretty cool. You can see there is a groove on the top and on the bottom, and there's one on this gray ring right here. So when you're putting him back on, you want to line it up so it goes on that. Otherwise, he's not going to rotate. So just quick heads up on there. He does have the peg for the stand right here in the back. You can see the Aperture Science logo on his back too. That actually focuses. And yeah, overall, it's really nice. I like the blue. I like the plastic like see-throughness of it. It gives it like the illusion of it's lit up when light touches it. So I think that's really nice. And aside from that, really not much else to say. It's a pretty decent figure. I do like it, but like I said, it does feel a little, I don't know if hollow is the right word. Just a little bit not sturdy. Like I am afraid of breaking it. So there is that. You can see I had to force it in there a little bit. It didn't break or nothing, but I do feel like it could be so easy to break. But I feel the same way with most Figmas. So, take that how it is. He does pose pretty decently. So that is nice. And yeah, would I recommend it? Yes and no, because like I said, he does feel a little cheap. He's definitely expensive. He's not, he's on more the expensive side of the Figmas at around $70 to $80 retail. And I would say if you're a really big fan of Portal, then definitely get it. If you're a big fan of just these characters, obviously you're gonna get it. If you're just a casual fan and you're kind of on the fence, maybe get the Funko Pop instead. If you're not a big figure guy, I'm assuming you can get the Funko Pop anyway. Or maybe you're just a big fan and you can get both. I don't know. It's really nice. Aesthetically, it looks amazing. Like I said, I really do like the figure. I'm not regretting the purchase at all, but I can see why it wouldn't be for everyone because of the price point. But yeah, you know what? I would say definitely think about getting it because he is a cool figure. He does look good. And Peabody is out as well. I will be doing a review for him tomorrow, so kind of look out for that. And we'll do some size comparisons with him tomorrow and that. You guys want to see how tall Atlas is here next to Spider-Man. You can see if you straighten up his legs, he is shorter, as he kind of should be, but that's kind of to be expected, and really nothing surprising there. Don't really have any other figures around me to check. I got the Sora still right here, so right next to Sora from Kingdom Hearts, the Figure Arts line, and just because he's laying around right next to me, a DC icon Batman, though I don't even know what's up with the DC icon line, just because the other Batman and the other figures were so huge, and then it looks like we're getting the other line and this line. I don't know if it's canceled or what's going on, but my voice is starting to go. Again, I apologize. I am sick right now, but I hope you guys enjoyed the video. If you did, subscribe, like, and all that cool stuff. Yeah, I do recommend it. It is a little bit on the more expensive side, so like I said, if you're more of a casual fan, then maybe think on the Funko Pops, but aside from it feeling light and a little cheap, he is definitely a lot of fun. Definitely a nice guy to pose around. He looks really good. I do really love how the eyeball inside can move. I really love how, you can give him, like, just like an attitude. Like, he's angry when you start closing it and you, like, tilt it to the side. Like now he's, like, not happy. And I think it looks awesome. And, yeah, like I said, I do wish came with like a companion cube or at least a turret or something like that, but overall not a bad figure. And that is my review. Hope you guys enjoyed it, and I will see you guys later. Thank you for watching.